Hello everybody and welcome to my nutty nook, or welcome back. So we're gonna do my mom's nails with the Temu nail stickers. These are the ones that she picked out. These are my mom's hands.
I'm an old woman. I'm 75. I've got old hands.
Oh,
But they'll look better when she gets done.
so you can get this at Temu. I would recommend this tool. So I'm gonna start at the pinky.
I've got a sweet daughter. She's always doing things for me. She just cleaned out all my pantry. It was a mess, and she's cleaned it all up for me. She comes over, and about once every month, she does all of my medicine. I do it up. She does it up for me for a whole month. So she's a good daughter.
I'm happy to do it. I'm happy that I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
I'm lucky too.
And I got a sweet mama. She took me out to eat. We watched oh shoot, The Night of the Hunter.
Oh yeah, The Night of the Hunter. Bill Noor movie. Robert Mitchum. It's a real old one, but it's good.
It wasn't like what we remembered.
Yeah, we had seen it before, but we didn't remember the ending.
But I really, it's the Halloween season just around the corner. Tonight is the super moon, and I don't know. I hope you guys, let's see. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Well, it's not gonna let me zoom in, but I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Just kind of tuck it in there like that. I mean, there might be a better way to go about it. I don't want to hurt her.
It ain't gonna hurt.
And then what she usually does is afterwards she'll put a clear coat on top. And she likes, there's pros and cons to the press-ons. She likes the press-ons because they give her length.
Yeah, right now my nails are really short and they're kind of in bad shape because I've been doing press-ons and pulling them off, not being too gentle. But anyway.
But the press-ons from Temu haven't really worked out for you, have they?
Well, they'll only last, maybe 3 days before you start getting nervous about them because they might pop off on you somewhere. So, they just don't last long enough for me. But they're pretty. They look pretty for the first couple of days.
And if you ever try to do anything, they go popping off too, don't they?
Yeah, I have to be careful because I knit and, sometimes they just get in the way. It's not practical for me.
But that Night of the Hunter, if you haven't seen it, I mean, technically I wouldn't necessarily classify it as a horror movie, but it is at the same time. Like,
Yeah,
what
kind of. It's a scary film noir movie.
Film noir, and it's got a lot of really cool cinematography. And when we were watching it, I was just saying to her, it's like a old school fairy tale. Like fairy tales originally were scary and not really for kids. And the style that it's done in, it just comes across like that. It just comes across like a dark fairy tale, and there's some really cool imagery. But we kind of weren't all that fond of the ending, were we?
No,
It's kind of like, what? Like, I feel like it was just trying to do a look at a sort of a look at religion on all sides. And in that way, I'm sure it was, and that's my interpretation. I could be wrong about that. But you know, like people being falsely religious, and then people being sort of too trusting. Do you agree? Do you think that maybe it was that a little bit? And then, because then people just kind of jumped on the bandwagon at the end.
Yeah.
And kind of weren't very, you know. But it was, I didn't care for the ending.
We don't want to ruin it, so.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin it. But, I mean, it's a classic. So it is black and white. It's old. Like, what was it? What year?
Oh, I don't remember, but it was old. We saw it on the MGM Plus network.
I thought it was Paramount.
No, we watched it on MGM.
Oh, okay.
Right now, that's a paid prescription, but I'm not going to keep it forever. But I wanted to see that.
And anyway, it is one of my favorite scary movies. And I didn't it's creepy is what it is. It's not blood and guts or anything. It's just creepy.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't say to Mom while we were watching it before is, and I'm not going to get all the facts straight because I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure it was based on or like a retelling of something that really happened, like a true story. And back in the olden days, like I couldn't tell you the year.
That was probably supposed to be like in the 1920s. Oh, it was during the Depression, whenever that was.
Well, the movie was placed for during the Depression.
Right.
But this true story, I don't know the date on the true story, but in the olden days, and I guess that's still done today, people would put in the paper, they would put ads in the paper, like instead of like Tinder, like to meet up, to meet a husband or find a husband. Anyway, this guy was called the Lonely Hearts Killer, I think is correct. And he preyed on widows and lonely women, and I can't remember if he murdered them. I think he might have murdered them, and for their money.
Yeah, he did.
He did. You know about this story?
Oh, no, I don't remember that story, but.
Well, in the movie, he murdered. Well, now we're giving stuff away, but anyway, I'm pretty sure that I'm correct, and it was based on a real situation where this guy preyed on women that put ads in the paper. Anyway, I think that's kind of interesting. And like modern day, there's all kinds of dating apps and all kinds of stuff like that. And sure something similar has happened in this day and age. Anyway, it's a really good one. And I don't know if she's gonna feel like it or not, but if she wants to, we're gonna watch Megan later. And I was telling her, I'm kind of an elitist horror movie fan, as in, I'm kind of a snob about the kind of movies I watch, whether they're horror movies or not. A little bit of a filmophile. And I wasn't expecting what I read the plot to Megan, and I really basically was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna like this. This is not gonna be good, and I'm not gonna like it, and it sounds silly. But then I was really bored, and I couldn't find anything else to watch, and I watched it, and I really liked it. It was surprisingly good. And I'm not sure if it's because I had low expectations for it, such low expectations for it, or if it was really good. So watching it a second time, we'll find out. And she's gonna take me home tomorrow. We had a nice visit.
Yep. She even got to see her nephews today.
Yeah.
My great-grand boys.
And I talked to, see, she calls them my nephews too. It's not just me. I don't know. You think we should tell the story about that?
No.
Okay. I don't think so either. Sorry, guys.
But the oldest one is 7. His name is Silas, and he plays baseball. So they had practice today. And so we went and watched some of that. And the youngest will be 6 in October. So he's not playing this season. But anyway, he was there, so we got to visit with him too. And my other daughter was there. And it was nice.
And Owen, the younger one, the moon was starting to come out, and so it was full out there. And I was saying, oh, that's the super moon. Try to get a picture of it out there too, and it just unfortunately won't take. Maybe if I get outside, I'll try again here in a little bit. See if I can get a better picture. But I just said, kind of in passing, oh, that's the super moon. That's the super moon, and it's the last one of the year. And I walked with him to go say hi to his pa. That's my stepdad. And he got in there, and we both were in there sitting in the car, kind of waiting on him in the car. And he started talking about that moon almost immediately, and he started telling my stepdad, did you know that's the super moon? He was telling him all about it.
He's funny.
He's smart. He just picked that right up.
He's always loved looking at the moon for some reason.
I feel like I'm scared to hurt you. I feel like you're gonna have to do that. Like you're gonna have to tuck that in for me, because I feel like I might hurt you if I do it. These are pretty. These are little shiny, glittery ones.
Yep. I'll do this hand next. Or are you going to do the thumb?
I'm gonna do the thumb.
Okay. While you do that, I'll just do this. This is how I do it.
If you keep it a little bit further this way, and then they can see.
Well,
Oops. Yeah, see, it's tricky, and I didn't want to hurt you. Maybe use that or this edge of this.
well, this usually just makes it come off pretty good. Well, I'll do that later.
And I got the sweetest mama. She makes me socks and comes to get me, and I always enjoy spending time with her.
Yeah, we're lucky we got each other.
When I had my surgery, I stayed over here. She took care of me.
That's what mothers are supposed to do.
She had a surgery too. She had a different kind of surgery. Back, I guess I was in high school. Does that sound right? When you had yours?
When I had my gastric bypass.
Mm-hmm. So I had the gastric sleeve. She had the gastric bypass.
Yeah.
And I took care of her, kind of.
Yeah, she helped me a lot.
Then, but that surgery was a
No,
lot.
you were in college then.
Was I in college?
Yeah.
That surgery was a lot more dangerous. And she had a friend that had it that died, didn't you?
I knew someone that died. Yeah.
She
It was my friend's sister.
her friend's sister.
Yeah.
So Mom's been through a lot. She's had to. It didn't have anything to do with that surgery I was talking about, but she almost died. You want to tell them about what happened?
Oh, I had a gastric bleed. I started bleeding, and they ended up having to take the most of my small intestine. Anyway, I was in a coma for a while, but I came out of it and I'm okay.
And she was in Florida when that happened, and I wasn't able to be with her. So that sucked. You've lived in St. Louis and Florida and anywhere else?
Mm-hmm. I lived in Little Rock, Fort Smith.
Well, that's Arkansas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it was away from family.
Yeah.
Although you were in school there.
Well, now I guess might as well tell you I live in Arkansas. We live in Arkansas now. I've lived in Arkansas my whole life. I've never lived anywhere else. I've just lived all over Arkansas. Yeah, I'm scared to push that in under like I'm supposed to because I don't want to hurt you.
I'll do that later.
So I'll just let you do that.
Okay.
I told them about what happened when I was in the coma, but I don't know that I got it right. Do you want to tell them that story?
When you were in coma?
When I was a little baby.
Oh, yeah, she had spinal meningitis when she was a year old, and it was really scary. She was in coma and isolation, and anyway, it was not the contagious kind, so they took her back out of isolation, but I almost lost her, and it was so scary. But,
And then I had a cousin that was a little bit older than me that died of it, right?
she was 3 years old when
She was 3.
passed away.
And tell him, was it? Because I didn't remember. Was I in the coma by the time we got to the hospital?
Yeah.
And did they have to unplug me or something to get me out of the coma?
No, you just came out of it. But what had happened, she had been sick over a weekend, and I had started calling the doctor about it and, getting the emergency thing, and they kept saying, well, that's all right, just give her Pedialyte, do this, and anyway, treated me like I was being too cautious. But anyway, so I got her into the doctor's office first thing that Monday. She started getting sick. I think it was Saturday night. I got her into the doctor's office, and the pediatrician just looked at her and said, well, she's gonna be all right. And he said, here, I'll give her an antibiotic, and he poked her in the leg with a antibiotic shot and sent me home.
See, I got that wrong. I said it was the arm.
No, it was in your leg. But anyway, he sent me home. And I said, but something's really wrong with her. I said, look at how lethargic she is and everything. He said, she'll be all right. You're just, going home. So I got in my car, and I was crying and carrying on because I knew something was really wrong. So I drove straight to the hospital and took her to the emergency room, and they took one look at her and took her back and started doing all this stuff. And it ended up, like I said, being spinal meningitis. That was the day that I lost faith in doctors. A lot of faith I lost right on that day. That, they didn't care any more than that, just not listen.
Well, I had been sick a lot before.
Yeah, she had infections, ear infections, and things like that.
And so he thought you were just like a hypochondriac or something, right? I mean,
I guess. I don't know what he thought.
He wasn't taking you seriously.
He wasn't thinking very good, whatever he was doing.
And how long was I in that hospital?
About 3, almost 4 weeks.
Oops. Felt like I got some of your fingernail on that one. Anyway, I guess I'm trying to say is I recommend, if you guys are looking for movies to watch for the Halloween season, I recommend The Night of the Hunter. But if you're adverse to watching older movies, then maybe not. But it it holds up to me. It's a real work of art.
I love old movies.
And there's a couple scenes in there that are just awesome. Still very creepy. And to my surprise, I would recommend Megan. Now, I'm gonna give it the test and watch it again. But yeah, it's a pretty good little movie there.
What's it on Netflix or what?
I don't remember. I feel like it's on something that I have. I I want to say Paramount, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. I have to go find out, but it's something you've got, because I was thinking about it last night, and I looked and checked to see if you had it, and you have it. So I'm not doing as good as I normally would, because I just don't want to take forever on this. We got to get up. We both have gotten in the habit of staying up pretty late.
Really late.
I am like that because my husband, and when he works, and he usually gets home at 3 a.m. But I guess Mom's just had a little bit of trouble with insomnia. I have trouble with that sometimes too.
Restless leg.
And she's got restless leg. She had this knee surgery. You want to tell them about your knee surgery?
No, don't talk about it.
Okay.
It just didn't go good, that's all.
Didn't go good. She likes to focus on the positive.
Yeah.
And I got that from her, and it's a very helpful tool. And this channel is really helping me do that and do more positive and productive things for myself and other people. So, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm actually looking in the camera now, and I'm seeing you can't really see much of what I'm doing, but hopefully you were able to see enough to kind of get the idea. There's a lot of times I do like this and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I would normally take this and kind of try to bend it under a little bit, but like I don't want to hurt her, so I don't want to do that. And so she'll do that. You want to show them?
Yep.
And in this particular one, here's what's left over. But usually with the Temu nails, you get basically 2 sets. You usually get
Enough for 2.
You get like enough for more than 2. You get like 24 usually in a pack. This one just, but you know, you still get extra, like in case one of them comes off or something. So this is just a one-time one. I almost feel like these might be gel ones, and the gel ones you have to put under one of those UV lights. But anyway, I think those are really pretty. Those would be nice for Christmas too.
Yeah.
If you can. So she's just using that file to file the ends off. See, I just use the end of this tool and tuck them under, and that's when I do my toenails. I'm probably gonna I might end up doing it. Are you gonna want me to do your toenails?
No, I've got actual polish on them right now.
Yeah,
so.
she's got polish on them. That she likes. I got her hooked on to Temu, and she's gotten a whole bunch of those nails now. And she loves those stickers for her toenails.
Yeah.
And she likes to do them in between wearing press-ons, so that it gives her fingernails a break. And she doesn't like the Temu press-ons. What press-ons?
There's one called Kiss, and I forgot the name of the other one, but I like those, Kiss, and I don't know, I can't remember now.
One of them you get at Walmart.
Yeah, I think that's Kiss.
And then one of them you get at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but they're still not very much. They're like $7 maybe or something like that. But it's not like Temu where it's $1.
Right. But the Temu nails
The
don't.
Temu seems like they're just a little bit thicker and easier to pop off. They're too thick. They kind of stick up on your fingers.
Well, anyway, I'm glad you
She
guys.
did a good job.
I'm glad you guys got to meet my sweet mom. And I'm always happy that I'm able to do something for her. So I'm really proud that I was able to do that pantry for her. I'd been telling her I was going to do it for a while, and one thing after the other where I couldn't do it. So I'm glad that I'm to where I could do it now.
She
Yeah.
did a really good job too. Okay.
So thank you guys for watching, and thank you again. I'm very pleasantly surprised I've gotten so many more subscribers, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you next time.
Bye.